Welcome back to a new episode of the 30 by 30 series here in SUALVI. Today's episode 21st. We have 9 days left for this challenge, and today's title is gonna be a sort of like a slide out animated text, I guess you could say. Let's watch it full screen. It's sort of like those titles used in a lot of social media videos, like what do you call, there's a couple of channels that have really short videos and have like just text on them. Mostly they are news or about whatever, like different events or whatever. So we're gonna do something like that. So as always, not gonna be that same one because I didn't really like how that one turned out specifically, but I'm using it as a model for just so you have an idea of exactly what our inspiration is drawn from. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna add a merge to this one. And we're gonna change the background so we can differentiate what we are working on. And we're gonna create a background here and connect it here to another merger to this background, because there's a lot of different things going on in this one. So this background, we're gonna add a mask to it. We're gonna work with a square shaped mask in this one. And we're gonna change the color of the background to make it, let's make it yellowish. Okay, and then we're gonna make it a little bit more opaque, sort of transparent. And we're gonna actually reshape it now. So we're gonna make it sort of like that. And then we're gonna take the border of these out also. And we're gonna make it come out here. And then the next one would be, we're gonna add a paint mask. And we're gonna choose the polyline stroke here. And we're gonna use it to go around these. Well, not like that. I'm gonna take the corners there. And then we're gonna change the size of it a little bit. And we're gonna change the color of these also. Oh, but it doesn't have to be a mask paint. It has to be it has to go with another border. So we're gonna copy this one and we're gonna make it there. And then connect it. So now we can see it there. And we're gonna change the color of our background to make it a little bit different. And we're gonna take the softness out of it also. And make sure it's straight. Okay, and then once we have that base, we can go ahead and create our text. We had a couple of texts. It doesn't matter how many you have. We're gonna write SUALVI, and we're gonna copy and paste these. And we're gonna make the second one say main title. And we're gonna copy and paste that and create another one that says second title there. And then we're gonna connect these to this merger and create another merger there that joins all of those, so we can see them. So we have the second title here. We're gonna adjust, well, no, we have to move these different texts. We're gonna change the color also to make it more visible. And then this one, main title. And then the same with the third one. And then we can adjust the size. And you can also change the font style and all that. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna position it right on the border. I guess it will be a good idea. Here, and then this one here. There. And what we have to do also is you're gonna take this mask that we had, we're gonna paste it on the text on the text notes, I'm sorry. So then we can animate the text, and the masks are gonna act as a barrier for the text. Okay. And then the first thing that we need to do is, the first thing that I animated was the line. So for that, I went to here and I animated the right on text. So we're gonna create a keyframe here. And let's start from the top on this one. And then we went 5 frames ahead and went all the way down. And then here I animated the rectangle. And I went, let's say 4 frames. And we're gonna take it out. So let's see. Like that. And then we're gonna, after that's done, we're gonna go and animate our text coming in. So we're gonna go here. So here we're gonna start with the first one. We're gonna animate it here. We're gonna go, let's say 7 frames. And then we're gonna drag it all the way out. We're gonna do this, we're gonna go a couple of frames ahead, go to the second title. We're gonna create the keyframe here and then go a couple of frames ahead. So they're not animating at the same time, but they sort of like have a couple of keyframes of delay between each animation. There, and then a couple more. 31, I think it's fine. And then we animated this one coming out there. So let's see what we have so far. Whoops, so our main title didn't animate out for some reason. Oh, it was the opposite. Okay, we're gonna move this one out. We're gonna take this one in here. There. Let's see what we have. Okay, that's fine. And then the next thing that we need to do is we're gonna select all of these. And we're gonna create a transform node. And after that's done, we're gonna create a position and a size keyframe. And then going a couple frames, we're gonna go up and also make it smaller. Yeah, make sure the line is, make sure it's on the line also so it doesn't look weird. Make it go up there. So after everything gets ready, it's gonna go up. And then we need to animate that bar that's coming down from the sky. And for that, we're gonna create a background and add a shape to it. And then add a merger. And then this merger, we're gonna connect to this transform node. And this is gonna go here. I told you it was gonna be a couple of different weird things going around. And the reason is that we want this background, this shape to come out from behind it. So we're gonna make it thinner and then we're gonna make it taller. Like that. And also we're gonna change the background to a sort of like grayish color and we're gonna make it a little bit more transparent. And after we move it there, we can see, we can make it a little bit thinner. There. We can make it be from here, right on the side, but I think it would be cool if it's right in the middle, like the other one. Okay, so after it went up, see when it gets all the way up. And this keyframe, we're gonna go 2 keyframes ahead. And we're gonna create our position keyframe. And then again, and then go all the way coming from upstairs, from upside, I'm sorry. And then we'll see what that looks like. there. And then the last thing that we had was a text. And for that, we're gonna go to this background, and then we're gonna create a text here, text node. And on that is the one that we wrote, I don't know, a longer paragraph, or you can write, "We are the champions of the world." And then you can continue singing. And then we're gonna put these in position. We're gonna also change the color. Make it even smaller. And then what I animated the text like there was by using here the write on. So we're gonna go back and then a couple frames ahead, and we're gonna make it full. So it's gonna write it on. Let's make it take a little bit longer there. And then the last thing that I did was I added another transform node to this merge. So it grabs the whole thing. And then I went a couple frames ahead and created a position keyframe. And then went a couple frames ahead and move it outside again. So let's see how that looks as a whole. And after it renders out, we can put it on top of our footage again. So we're gonna go to this background and gonna change it to black and take the alpha out. And then we're gonna drag our video here. And then gonna let it render out. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. It's not that complicated. It's all about how you design your shapes and what you'd like them to look like. And I hope that you like this video and that you got inspired to create something similar. Or you can also use this. You can download it in the description and then edit them there. And as always, I hope that you enjoy it. Give it a like if you liked it. Comment any ideas that you have for future titles. And yeah, that was it. I hope to see you tomorrow in the next episode of 30 by 30s. Bye, SUALVI.